So look, I'm about to tell you something that might piss you off, but you need to hear it because every other so-called expert out there is probably lying about this, lying through their teeth just to sell you overpriced BS products. The odds of getting your eggs back, they're terrible, and I've got data to prove it. I spent over a year serving more than 4,000 people about reconciliation, and wanna know what I found? Only 32% of exes ever get back together. And of those, only 18%, so about a half, stay together for more than a year. So if you're sitting there thinking you're special, that you're gonna be the exception, statistically speaking, you're probably not gonna be. So here's the thing. Everyone in this industry wants to sell you hope. The eggs back space, that is, the eggs back industry. They want to tell you that if you just follow their 7-step system or wait exactly 30 days and then send this magical text message apologizing or whatnot, your ex will come crawling back. It's bullshit, all of it. And the reason I'm telling you this isn't to be an ass or to be cruel. It's because buying into these fantasies, these false narratives, it's what's keeping you stuck. It's what's making you desperate. And that desperation, that's exactly what pushed your ex away in the first place. At least that's the case in 9 out of 10 people that watch my videos. But before we go any further, I got something pretty useful for you. I've put together a free resource, a free, somewhat illustrated resource to download, a cheat sheet that essentially walks you through my entire process for getting back with an ex, for mending a relationship. From A to Z, it gives you the whole roadmap based on honesty, self-improvement, and actual psychological principles that work. So, if you want to grab that, the link is in the description below this video, and that's pretty much it. Go and download it. But anyway, let's break down why these success rates are so abysmal and what it actually means for you. Truth number 1, if there was a magic formula, we'd all know about it by now. I mean, think about it logically for a second. If there was some tried and true method to get back with an ex, we as a society would have figured it out centuries ago. Breakups would basically be extinct. The world would be flooded with happily reunited couples, and I would probably be out of the job. But that's not the reality, is it? The reality is that human relationships are messy, complicated, and unpredictable. Your ex is not a video game character that responds the same way every time you push the right buttons. They're a human being with their own thoughts, feelings, and reasons for leaving that probably have nothing to do with whether you waited 30 days or 60 days to text them. And here's the kicker. Most exes have already mentally moved on before they ever dumped you. They've been mulling it over for weeks, maybe even months. They've mourned their relationship while you were still in it, completely oblivious. And by the time they actually pull the plug, they're already done. So you're not just trying to win them back, you're trying to make them undecide something they've likely been processing for a very long time. And that's a hell of an uphill battle. Truth 2, you're probably chasing them for the wrong reasons. Let's get uncomfortably honest here. Why do you actually want your ex back? Is it because you genuinely believe you two are compatible and can build a healthy relationship? Or is it because you're maybe terrified of being alone? Because you think no one else is gonna love you the same way? Because your ego can't handle rejection? Most people, and I mean the vast majority, are trying to get their ex back because of fear. Because they fear there's no one better out there, fear that they're unlovable, fear of starting over. And that fear, your ex can smell it a mile away. It reeks of desperation. And nothing kills attraction faster than desperation. This is why the success rates are so low. Because most people are coming from a place of neediness, not genuine love or compatibility. They're trying to use their ex as a drug dealer for their emotional needs, like validation, worth, love, security even. But here's what you need to understand. Your ex didn't create these needs. They just temporarily satisfied them. And now you're confusing the supplier with the supply itself. Truth number 3, even if you get them back, you're probably gonna break up again. So remember those statistics that I mentioned, the 32% that get back together, but only 18% stay together long term. A quick note, quick plug, if you want to read actually about them, you can go check my website, maxjancar.com. I actually published the entire survey onto the website. So if you just want to like fact check me on this. So anyway, the statistics, 80% only stay together long term out of the 32% that reconcile. You know what that means. More than half of the people who successfully get back together, they end up breaking up again within a year. Why? Because they didn't actually fix the fundamental problems that killed the relationship the first time. This is the most common reason. They just slapped a band-aid on a bullet wound and they hoped for the best. Maybe they got back together out of loneliness, maybe one person wore the other person down, maybe they convinced themselves things would magically be different this time. But unless both people have genuinely changed, and I mean went through deep, meaningful, uncomfortable personal growth and changes, the same patterns will emerge, the same incompatibilities will surface, the same resentments will build, and then you'll be right back where you started, except now you've wasted even more time and emotional energy. Truth number 4, your ex is not special. I know you don't want to hear this, but your ex is not your soulmate. They're not the one. They're not some unique, irreplaceable human that you'll never find an equivalent of. They're just another person. A person who, by the way, decided they don't want to be with you anymore. Yes, you shared good times, you had a good connection, definitely. I'm not saying that's not true. But there are literally millions of other people out there who you could have just as strong of a connection with, probably stronger, since they'd actually want to be with you. So putting your ex on a pedestal is insulting to literally millions of those people who are ready, willing, and able to create a future with you. People who won't ghost you or reject you or keep you in some weird emotional limbo while they figure things out. And the success rates are low partially because people can't accept this reality, that is the success rates of getting an ex back. They rather would chase after someone who doesn't want them than open themselves up to someone who actually would, who actually does want them. Finally, truth number 5, the real purpose of ex back advice is that at some point you've got to leave it behind. It's to get to a place where you don't need it anymore. I mean, think about it. Everything I teach, lowering neediness, building self-esteem, becoming emotionally independent, working on yourself, setting boundaries, these aren't ex-back tactics, they're just basic self-improvement. And here's the beautiful paradox. When you genuinely do the work, do this work, one of two things happen. Either you become so attractive and fulfilled that your ex notices and reaches out, or you realize you don't even want them back anymore because you've simply outgrown them. You've outgrown the relationship. Realize you can do so much better. And both outcomes are actually wins. But most people can get there because they're addicted to this advice, to ex-back advice. They're addicted to hope. They keep reading articles about it and watching videos and looking for that one magic answer that'll make everything fucking click. And all they're doing is keeping themselves stuck in a loop, intellectualizing instead of actually living their lives and moving forward, be that with their ex or without them. So that's it for this video. Again, if you want my entire roadmap for getting back with an ex from A to Z, leading you all the way through, holding your hand and tackling just about every major and minor issue that can befall you when you're in the process of reattraction, download my reattraction cheat sheet. It's completely free. The link to it is in the description below this video. Take care.